saying what I thought to Erika or not, no one ever said a word to my face like that, ever to this day. Even now when I do these things, and I'm sure there's people that are like, who the hell is Kathryn Edwards? She doesn't know anything. She should just shut up. Whatever. You know what I mean? It's just like,
well, not these listeners. These listeners like you. I'm telling you, they like you more than anyone. I've gotten 8,000 DMs that are like, "Oh my God, she's back," and I'm like, "She was always going to come back eventually, guys. It just things take a minute." Like
I can't turn away from the train wreck. We have to talk about it.
But no one will be rude to your face. But I wonder, like Lisa Rinna. Now that's the thing. Now, first of all, Rinna's not so accessible when she's walking around. She has what you were saying, like she's not, and that's the thing, her versus Kathy. Kathy is from the Paris Hilton. Kathy engages. She will stand there. I mean, I've seen videos like, that Paris will take a picture with every single person. If it takes 2 hours, she will literally do it.
I love that.
Until her people are like, okay, you are supposed to be at like Stern in 5, like you have to leave. Like they will literally have to drag her away. Kathy, from what I've seen out in LA, is kind of the same.
I think that's probably where Paris got it from. And the funny thing is that that's why your fans love you and are endeared to you. It's the meanness and the villain and all those things. There's always going to be another mean person, another asshole, another person who says things that shocks you and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe she said that. And whether the people in the world love those people, there's always, you're never going to be the favorite villain forever. But if you're the favorite nice person, the favorite person who took time out of your day to spend a minute with someone and make them feel good, they will remember you. Because that's nice.
They will. That's nice. And that's the other thing, like maybe, my whole thing is, right, even if, you're walking down and you remembered, oh, there's Rinna. Remember her from 10 years ago on Housewives. My whole thing is like, what now? Like, look, again, maybe like you said, maybe you've made enough money and it's invested, but like, what are you doing now? Like, what is your plan? Like, look, QVC, if you're selling stuff on there, I don't know to what the numbers were, that's like a real business, right? You're producing something, you're selling it. That is sustainable. Yeah. Like Rinna lip kit, although someone told me it sold, like, don't flatter herself, like it sold horrible. I don't know. I thought it sold well, but I don't know. I'm just making that up. But someone's like, no, someone was showing me numbers on it that it's shit, and no one, and not that it's shit, but like the numbers horrible. But like, right, like, so when this is over for Lisa, and it will be for like, what now? Like, is there enough money? Like, do you not need to? Because what is your plan? Because like Garcelle, like Cynthia Bailey from Atlanta, she's gone on to do real things. Like I said, because she hasn't acted a crazy fool, and people used to say Cynthia is so boring. Well, now she's on E, and she's hosting, like she has an actual paying job in the industry. Like and Garcelle has a movie. She's part of some TV show. It's not like on ABC, but right, like Garcelle's employable. What is Rinna? I don't think she's employable as like, and
don't you think it's ironic that last year we were saying that about Erika? Like, what could she possibly do? She could do OnlyFans.
She can do OnlyFans, yes.
She could make a killing doing that.
She could make a fucking killing. A killing.
She should do that.
She should do that.
Wow. I can't believe that I just thought about that.
I mean,
that's what she should do. Go on OnlyFans, do whatever you do there, and, and be done with it. And Rinna, if she just takes the time off, takes the wigs, all the makeup off, and goes back to her little short hair that Brandi like busted on her about, and try to like channel her old self, maybe she can sell some more diapers.
Or maybe go back to daytime TV. Her and Eileen did that special, that Return to Salem.
There's nothing there. That's nothing. Let's be honest.
I would like to go on record. I loved Melrose Place is one of the best shows that's ever existed. Let me just go on record of saying
that. But and you know what? And incidentally, if there's anything down the road that anyone's going to say that she ever did well, it's going to be just that. No one's going to say she was great on Housewives. No one's breaking down Housewives like we are, where we're like, she is very good. She's probably second to Bethany Frankel on the franchise of all of them. you know? Who else overanalyzes housewives like that?
Well, everyone listening to this podcast does.
That's true. I shouldn't say that. I'm not taking anything away from you listeners. You may be worse than we are.
They want, I mean, I have people DMing me telling me that there's like a fake bottle and there was nothing in the bottom. Like, you guys are good. I'm like, but no, I agree with that. I agree with that. I think that everybody will possibly do you know the whole thing that's going around now? There's pictures because Page Six is so shady, but I love Page Six because they pick up my podcast all the time. I'm saying that as a compliment. Do you know that there's this thing where they Dorit, I guess, the couch, there was a spray tan all over it? Did you see this? When they got up at the end to do the toast, apparently, like you talk about people that don't miss a beat, somebody zoomed in on the couch, and apparently that white couch was pure orange brown from Dorit's spray tan. And now Page Six has posted the zoomed in picture, and it's going, or I don't know if like there was.
It's probably Erika. The season that we did it, when she stood up, the whole couch was orange. Hey, whatever.
It's like do your thing. But I think everyone's going to be back, and I think if anyone's going to go besides Diana, Dorit and Crystal would be the logical two. I think they're the only two, but I don't even think they're going to go. I think they're going to be back. I do. I think Crystal over Dorit. I don't know. Dorit, to me, her story has played out, but she's interesting to watch, and I have nothing against her, and I think she'll survive. The PK Mauricio thing is kind of fun to watch.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, personally, I guess if I had to pick one, well, it's a toss up. I don't care. I mean, I honestly, I would be happy to see everybody come back and then add like one more in. I mean, I know no one wants to hear that, but I just, when I say happy to see everybody come back, would I be upset if Rinna and Erika went? No, I don't care either way. And I trust that the show is gonna already be thinking way ahead of what they're going to do, and what, you know, they're going through their files in the video of everyone they've recorded, seeing who's a good fit in here right now.
Yes and yes. Yes and yes. Do you think that there is any chance Rinna won't come back?
A chance, of course. There's always a chance, but the percentage of it, I say, is very small. I give it a 15% chance she doesn't come back.
I think so. And I went back and forth all season, but in the past month, I've been solid. But there's a lot of people that are just, I've been trying to rip the Band-Aids off with that too. I understand what people want, but I mean, you got to start being reasonable with yourselves, guys. Like, I understand just because you say it enough, it's not going to happen. Like, yeah. You know,